Look at this. No, you're fine. It's not an emergency. Oh. I just was gonna see if you could bring me a turkey sandwich.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Okay, so Zach's my boyfriend in prison, if you don't know. It's like, I think that they need to save jail and prison for violent crimes. Now, he's in there for a violent crime. Keep in mind, I begged for this baby, guys. I tried to baby trap him. I really did. Guys, if you want to break your own water, let me show you how. This is how you break your own water, okay? I don't know, maybe somebody who's educated on this can explain this to me, but like, what's the difference between delivering at 33 and 34 weeks? Like, what are the changes or the development? Because either way, the lungs are not fully developed until 37 weeks. I'm scared because I have nothing prepared, like... And then we have this. Helps with fertility. It's like a fertility lube stuff.
This video covers sensitive topics that may not be suitable for all viewers, including discussions of grooming, drug use, and child safety. Viewer discretion is advised. And as always, everything mentioned in this video is my opinion and meant for informational purposes only. If you've heard of Ash Trevino, your mind will probably be even more blown about the person we're going to be talking about today. And that person is named Allie Ray. Oh my gosh, did I just rhyme? Hello, my name is Izzy and I talk about a lot of topics, some serious topics, some unserious topics, and anything that come across my For You page or whatever platform I'm on. I want to talk about it because I have a lot of opinions and I can't seem to contain it all in my mind. So you guys are gonna have to listen to it. So we will be talking about a TikToker who goes by the name Allie Ray. And Allie Ray is a TikToker slash live streamer. Allie Ray was quite known on Beg Talk, which is a section of TikTok where people ask their viewers for money, or they do this thing called dry begging, which I assume is a way of trying to get your audience to sympathize with you in order for them to give you money, buy you stuff. And they do this in the form of complaining about things, saying that, oh yeah, I don't know how my bills are gonna be paid, but they never outright tell you to send you money.
Hell, we all dry beg, right? I don't think I dry beg because I literally come out and say, y'all help me. That's not really dry begging. Dry begging is more like, I wish I could have it. I really need to get these. I really need to get these. I'm just stressed. Why am I stressed? Because just this whole rant situation's got me literally sick to my stomach. Literally makes me want to throw up.
Get your ass up today, go out and look for a job. J-O-B.
There was even an entire clip of her on live speaking to one of her viewers, trying to set up a situation where she can send her money in order for her to pay her bills.
Okay, it just sent to her.
Okay, alright, now let me text her real quick. Now, what about the money from Cash App? Are you able to send that?
To what?
Was it $2.20 you sent?
Yes, there was like 17 cents, but...
Yes, so to my PayPal. You're able to send it to my PayPal, right? Oh my god.
Can you send money from Cash App to PayPal?
And there's a whole niche on TikTok of people literally just doing that, begging their viewers for money. Sometimes they scam people. Sometimes these people simply don't want to get a job. Or even like set up an account where you can post content and have people support your content and get brand deals. I can see why people say like, yeah, influencing is not a real job. I don't think influencing is not a real job because you still need effort, creativity, and still have to continuously show up in order to gain an audience.
Just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
So these people on Beg Talk do not want to go and put in that extra work of being an influencer. They simply want to sit on live, guilt trip their audience, and have them send them money for whatever situation they might have. Now, what made Allie explode so much to the point that it reached my side of TikTok where I had no idea what Beg Talk even was? So I discovered Allie through a TikTok of her sitting in the NICU with her newborn baby. And if you don't know what the NICU is, or people call it NICU, this stands for Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. And this is an area of the hospital where sick newborns are sent. And in this TikTok, Allie is holding her newborn baby and she's talking about how she's hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna have to get me a turkey sandwich.
As a matter of fact, she mentions that in the room, there's a fridge filled with turkey sandwiches.
Well, so they keep turkey sandwiches actually in the fridge out here. I just don't want to put her up. She'll get upset. I like being in her mama's arms.
And to get the nurse's attention to get her that turkey sandwich, she decides to unplug the baby's pulse oximeter.
I actually could do this. Look at that. Hello, where are you at? Look at this.
How is you cool?
And this device tells you about the oxygen levels in your body and your heart rate. Now let's take it a few steps back. Her baby is in an intensive care unit because her baby is sick and her baby is premature.
And do you know how scary it is to know that you're gonna have a preemie baby who's gonna be in the NICU? Because I already knew she was gonna be a preemie, and I already knew she was gonna be in the NICU.
What would possess you to even do that? So as you would expect, everybody is like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I even found the full clip of this video, and come to find out, when the nurse entered the room, it sounded like the nurse entered the room in a panic, because when she does that, it makes this beeping sound, which I guess will alert the nurses or doctors that something is going wrong. Go ahead and watch the whole clip for yourselves and tell me, does it look like the nurse was expecting this situation?
Oh yeah, C-section's probably different, right? No, you're fine. It's not an emergency.
Oh.
I just was gonna see if you could bring me for PC.
From
They have them with that nourishment right there.
yeah, I mean, I'm not really supposed to be here. I mean, do what?
That's what I've been.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to like go take a break and then come back?
I could. It's just I put her in there and she got really upset.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Well, she has about another hour until she eats. We could bundle her and if you want to take a break.
Yeah. I can do that. I didn't know this before.
Yeah.
Drinks or anything?
Yeah, I mean, really, we should try to keep it under control because people kind of make a mess.
Yeah,
So you just say general rule of thumb.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
Where would I eat at?
you're fine if you. I mean, the cafeteria's on too, or the waiting room out there. Go. I was gonna say go outside and get some fresh air.
Girl, it is too cold.
But yeah, I mean, if you feel like taking a break, or
Yeah, I'm just.
No, the nurse even tells her, I'm not even supposed to be here. Or I don't know if the nurse said I'm not supposed to be here or told her she's not supposed to be there. Basically, it sounds like this nurse is trying to get her out of this room. The nurse sounds like she's in shock. I don't know about y'all, but that nurse sounds very shocked that she had to walk into a room thinking that she's walking into an emergency, only to hear a mom saying, oh no, you're fine. Can you get me a chicken sandwich? Like, does this interaction seem normal to y'all? Because to me, it seemed like the nurse was not expecting this at all. And it's the way the nurse tried to tell her in 10 different ways that she needs to get out. And she's over here giving excuses back as to like why she's not leaving. And I'm like, girl, the CPS case is being typed at the front desk. No, but in all seriousness though, it is so disturbing to see how she wasted the nurse's time and also made this nurse think that something is going wrong with the baby because again, the baby is in an intensive care unit. So that beeping sound is probably a nightmare for them. And for that nurse to walk in only to be told, nothing's going on, I just want a chicken sandwich. I know she wanted to hop over that chair and throw a smoothie at her. Nothing else. After this clip of Allie went viral, Allie decides to come back to TikTok and tries to defend herself by saying, the nurse told me to do this in order to get their attention. The nurse told me to unplug my baby's pulse oximeter to get their attention.
As a NICU experienced mom, you did nothing wrong. Thank you, Sarah. That's what I was told to do if I needed something.
I've lied to a face. I've lied to disgrace. I've lied about sex, religion, and race. I've lied to elope, got married for hope. I'll continue to lie. I've lied in this poem.
But it doesn't make sense to me because how would a nurse tell you that? Yet in the clip, it was so obvious that this nurse was not expecting you to do that. Like, how did a nurse tell you to unplug your baby's pulse oximeter? Mind you, this is the only thing telling the nurses that something is wrong or going right with your baby. And why is it in the clip that the nurse sounds so shocked that you're doing this?
No, you're fine. It's not an emergency.
Oh.
I just was gonna see if you could bring me a turkey sandwich.
From
Like, the whole situation is just so messed up. From her using the nurses as a waitress to her unplugging the pulse oximeter, it's unsettling. Y'all thought it couldn't get worse? Why did she decide to unplug the pulse oximeter to prove a point? And the reason why she unplugged it this time is because, oh, she forgot to get her drinks.
They made it up. Oh, I didn't say they made that up. Yes, if you need something, they tell you to unplug this. We'll do it right now. I'm all tangled up, girl. I'm really tangled. Let's wait for
Is there anything in her eyes?
Because I do need my drinks.
Let me close this thing now. Because they forgot to get me my drinks. Girl, you okay?
How was you cool?
Get your 2 legs up and go get it yourself. She's speaking of the nurses as if they are her personal servants. And for her to sit there looking all smug and making it seem like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And what about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Alexandra Lindsay Hill. I got in touch with the hospital and actually got in touch with CPS.
And things got even worse when we came to find out why her baby is in the NICU. Her baby's oxygen levels would randomly drop, and her baby is also premature.
Sometimes she just forgets to breathe.
Why is she smiling?
It's like us trying to walk and chew gum. There's sometimes where she'll like forget to breathe, but so they have her back on oxygen for that reason. She does have moments where she'll forget to breathe, but when I was there yesterday, it was like when her oxygen would drop, it would, for one, it goes like pretty much right back up, and for two, it's when she's like stretching, and like me, I hold my breath when I stretch, so I'm like, I think that's what like she's doing, you know?
I don't know if she's in denial about her baby being in the NICU or if she's straight up just downplaying her baby's conditions, because there is no way she had to come on camera 3 times and say, yeah, my baby forgets to breathe. And I'm in no way agreeing with the captions that's on the videos. I'm sorry, these are live reposts, so I just have to go with whatever I find. It's up to people to repost them, or I just can't find the lives. But I do think it's possible that she has nervous laughter about this situation. That last clip right there saying that, oh yeah, maybe my baby's forgetting to breathe when they stretch, that's not why they necessarily put a baby in the NICU. I genuinely hope that outside of the internet, she is taking care of her baby to the best of her abilities. Deep down, I'm hoping that's what's going on. It makes the situation even worse because you're meaning to tell me your baby randomly forgets to breathe and you are unplugging the only thing that shows the nurses that your baby is breathing well. And I was more confused about why is she recording herself in the NICU with her newborn baby. There are so many clips of her speaking with the doctors and she's live streaming while the doctors are speaking to her. And in some situations, it looked like she's more concerned about what's going on in her live stream than what the doctor is telling her about her premature baby.
Okay.
The weight.
You said what? I'm sorry.
They calculate the weight.
Okay.
Like how much do they need for the day?
Not only is she over here spreading her premature baby's business, but the nurse is over here trying to tell her, hey, you know, we're updating you on your premature baby in the NICU.
The weight.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Instead of being more concerned about the fact that, hey, CPS might be coming my way, Allie decides to see this as a moment of gaining more money and popularity.
500,000 views. 500,000 views. All it's gonna do is bring more traction to my page and more money in my pockets.
Sometimes I swear when you shake some people's head, it would echo. And she even went as far as to make fun of the entire situation, completely focusing on the fact that she asked for a turkey sandwich instead of viewing it as her risking her baby's life for a few seconds, her newborn premature baby, by the way.
Who's posting about me, guys? Tell me who. Look. It's my iPad. Who is it? Do you know what account? I've always wanted to be famous. Over a turkey sandwich. Like, what?
There are so many clips of her just laughing at the situation and acting like it's just a joke. She almost tried to make this some sort of a brand for her, and I'm just here like, girl.
Do you know you have 30 minutes?
Are you kidding me?
30, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's for patients. I don't really know if I'm supposed to be eating them, but nobody said anything. It's funny, my bio, and if you look at the video or like the title or whatever to this live, it's funny. Might as well just have fun with it, right? I mean, good turkey sandwich. Let me tell you, them hospital turkey sandwiches, it's different.
You know, sometimes in my videos I try to give these people the benefit of doubt, and maybe a nurse did tell her about this, and the nurse did say, hey, if you need something, just unplug the pulse ox from your baby that has issues breathing. Just unplug the pulse ox and let us know if you need something, okay? All of that went out the window when I found a video of her complaining about it being hard to sleep because sometimes when she moves around, I assume the baby is laying next to her or something. When she moves around, she would accidentally unplug the baby's pulse oximeter, which would lead to the monitor beeping on and off again, which would alert the nurses.
No, I'm not hooked up right now because they want me to get some sleep, and I couldn't get sleep with that because like if you move the wrong way, then the baby will get off the monitor, it'll start beeping. But
come on, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
So we can clearly see that she's aware that when that monitor is beeping, there is a problem. So why does she try to sit there and gaslight us? I still find it hard to believe that a nurse told her that. That's like someone with heart issues being told by their nurse to unplug their blood pressure cuff, unplug their pulse oximeter, and the nurse told you to do this in order to ask for help. Bestie, when those things are unplugged, that tells the nurses that you're dying. Wow, people really think that their audience is dumb. Unfortunately, y'all, after I found this information out about her, I ended up finding even more layers to this Allie Ray saga. Allie Ray has a history of dating men in prison. And is this a surprise to us? Does this sound a little bit familiar? Yeah, it sounds like Ash Trevino. But I basically found a clip of her talking about one of her boyfriends who turned out to be a violent criminal that she was dating while he was in prison.
that's what I said. Oh my god, y'all. I literally told that dumb shit
when people choose to eat and talk. Like, that is so nasty. The smacking noises that come out and enrage me.
Zach, okay? So Zach's my boyfriend in prison, if you don't know.
Like,
so
girl, just talk.
I told him, I was like,
Stop
I think that they need
talk.
to save jail and prison for violent crimes. Now, he's in there for a violent crime. So, I told him that, and he's like, oh, so you're saying just lock me away and throw away the key? And I'm like, oh my god, that was kind of stupid for me to say to him.
I don't understand people who are out in the free world, walking, living, breathing, existing among other free people who choose to date those locked up for doing some heinous stuff. Is it like some sort of control thing? You're so insecure that you feel like you can only get men who have no choice but to date you? This is a new thing I'm learning about because I only found out through Ash Trevino and Miss Lady over here that there are people who date men in prison just because they can. How does it get even more worse? Oh well, guess who's allegedly the father of that baby? A 19-year-old boy who just graduated high school. And how old is Allie Ray? 26 years old. And it gets even worse because she allegedly only known this guy for 2 weeks. They've only been together for 2 weeks.
Hello. Hi. Hi. How long were you with him?
Like 2 weeks.
Why would you plan a baby with someone you're with for 2 weeks?
Because I can do what I want with my life.
But now you're mad because he left?
For the sake of the child. Not that he left me, that he left the child, yes.
If he has nowhere else to go, what do you expect him to do?
He didn't even discuss that with me, so.
But you took your ex back that's in jail. Why would he discuss that with you?
I didn't take him back until after he left.
After he left 4 hours away?
No, after he left me.
Yeah, that's f***ed up. Like, people don't announce a pregnancy this early on.
Okay, well, I took the test on live. My body, my life, my vagina, my ovaries.
Why is it my business? I think everybody's wondering the same shit. I'm just not afraid.
Now let's backtrack a little bit. I know y'all are very confused. I was very confused as well. So Allie Ray claims she wasn't aware that her boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend I should say, was a teenager who was still in high school because she claimed that he lied to her.
He already told me he graduated high school because he lied about his age. Homeboy told me he was in fucking college. Homeboy's sister and cousin
Homeboy,
show up
Girl.
to my house.
Anyways,
at like 7 a.m. knocking on my door. My doorbell camera goes off. I'm like, Matthew's here. I'm like, Matthew, like your sister and cousin's here. Like what's going on? Like everything cool? They had to wake him up to go to school.
And you know what? I like how a lot of people that end up in these situations where they end up dating somebody who lied about their age and that person turns out to be way younger than they expected. You know, they tell you the story of like, she lied to me. Turns out she was only 16, she was only 19. And they say that as if that was the end of the relationship. No, they find out that this person is still in high school or this person is way younger than they thought. And they still continue to pursue the person. You make it seem like them lying was the reason you ended up with them. So why, after you find out that they're younger than you expected, why do you stay with them? And again, Allie chose to stay with this 19-year-old boy and planned to have a baby with this 19-year-old boy that she only known for 2 weeks.
Huh?
How did we know they planned to have a baby? Oh, she said it herself.
Hello. Hi. Hi. How long were you with him?
Like 2 weeks.
Why would you plan a baby with someone you're with for 2 weeks?
I told him dog or baby. He chose baby.
A few moments later.
Yes, guys, this is an ovulation test, but we pregnant, y'all. After last night, there's not a chance in hell. And then we also...
Against my will, I had to learn exactly how they planned to have this baby because Allie was very open on how they planned to have this baby, what they were doing to have this baby. I'm about to get super graphic here. But Allie would go on live and show herself using this lubricant, which is used to help people with fertility issues have kids. And she decided that it was intelligent to go on live and show herself inserting this lubricant. Why am I making this video? I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all don't want to see this, skip. Just skip. Just go ahead and skip.
Wait, hold on. I need to insert this.
This is her talking to her boyfriend. And apparently his cousin was in the room.
Okay, guys.
You got banned till tomorrow? That's bullshit.
It's so disgusting.
They got some bullshit. Hold on.
I don't think we can all go that long without hearing Karen laugh.
Hey, babe. Babe. I didn't do it. It didn't do it. I need help.
Do you have enough for another to do it again?
Yeah, I mean, it comes with...
Let's stop it. Yo, you are disgusting. Like, some things shouldn't be done online. Some things should not be done online. Like, why did we have to see this? How is that appropriate? And how do we know it's pre-seed? It's because she shows it in her live.
And then we have this.
Well, I tell you what, just how you find direct sense.
Pre-seed helps with fertility. It's like a fertility lube stuff. I've never done this. Do I need a towel?
If you want the baby to be here.
I want the baby to be here already, babe.
I want to repeat to you guys that she did this with a 19-year-old boy she only knew for 2 weeks. I thought at the age 25 your frontal lobe would develop by now, so it almost seems predatory for her to get with a 19-year-old kid, have a baby with him, only known him for 2 weeks. I know there's gonna be a lot of mixed opinions on this, and I want to know y'all feedback in the comments, but this is a very gray area because he is over 18. Legally speaking, he is an adult, and he is over the age to consent. So like, legally speaking, there's nothing wrong with it. But morally speaking, let me tell you guys why I have such strong opinions on this, and it's coming from a place of experience. Here's a little bit of Izzy lore. My first relationship, I was around, was it 18 or 19 years old? I was legally an adult, and I was dating someone in their mid-20s. Now, at the time in the relationship, it was not terrible. It was not the worst. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, it was so toxic. I regret being in this relationship, blah, blah, blah. But the older I got, got, the more that frontal lobe started developing. The more I reflected on some decisions I made when I was younger, I started to realize that there was a silent power dynamic. It wasn't a situation where, oh, you're controlling me, but it was a situation where this person kind of took advantage of my naiveness. They recognized that they had more life experience, they had more relationship experience. They knew that there were certain things that they couldn't do with someone who was the same age as them, someone who was a little bit more mature. And that's when I realized that people in their mid-20s, mid to late 20s, have a general understanding of things that people in their early 20s or late teens just don't have. So even when I think back to that relationship, I was like, we had nothing in common. Like, what were we doing? Like, you were at the age where you were ready to say, hey, I want to marry someone. I was at the age where I'm like, where's my car license? Like, what the hell? But luckily, I'm smart, so I left early. And then later on, are we surprised that they broke up? Well, according to Allie, he left her after finding out she was pregnant. Are we really surprised? Are we surprised? Is the shock in the room with us? After their relationship ends, Allie decides to come to life and rant about the fact that he left her and now he's gonna be forced to pay child support.
So he can't see her. Damn straight I did. Because again, once again, as my job as her parent is to protect her. Now, he still has the ability to see her. Okay? If he were to contact me, he doesn't want to. I don't know how many times I have to shout this. I do not know how many times. He does not want anything to do with her. He has literally mentioned on 3 separate occasions, including the 3rd time after she's born, yeah, I'm gonna want child support. You're meaning to tell me a deadbeat dad shouldn't have to pay?
He's gonna be paying child support with what? McDonald's money? Okay, let me stop. It's hard to feel bad for anyone in this situation because at the end of the day, even though I'm referring to him as a 19-year-old boy, he's still an adult with a semi-adult brain, I guess you would say. And he did choose to have a kid with her because he came out and said like, yeah, we were planning for a kid. He admitted that they both were planning for this baby, even though they were well aware that none of them could afford this baby.
Matthew, if you've been with her for 2 weeks, and she showed you a positive pregnancy, it's probably not yours, buddy.
No, there's no positive pregnancy test yet, but I just know because we've been trying. Like, I'm pretty sure if she was to take a test right now, like she did on live the other day, and it's negative, she's not pregnant right now, but we've been trying for the past 3 days, so she's definitely pregnant now, bro.
Y'all been trying for the past 3 days?
Yes, definitely.
You know, at times can take years.
No, exactly.
I ended up finding the full live for that clip I just showed, and let me tell y'all, Allie is a way more messed up, irresponsible individual than I ever thought. Like, I can't believe people sit down there and send her money for making these wild, stupid, irrational, and just immature decisions. Let me give y'all some more context. In that live we all just watched, Allie and her ex-boyfriend Matthew got in a little bit of a fight, and that other guy that Matthew was talking to in that clip have some form of a history with Allie, and we only found this out because in that same live, Allie kept trying to invite him over to their place, and she kept repeating that he only lived a few minutes away.
Okay.
Tyler, you want to come swim? You're right down the road.
Yeah, come swim with us, man.
You got a towel on your shoulder.
Yeah, you got a towel on your shoulder. Why not put that thing to use?
How do you know where I am?
I don't know, but I'm just guessing.
You and I have DM'd about it. Oh, don't even play.
Y'all DM'd about this?
No, where he lives, he lives in this area. Not way over the love of.
Damn, bro.
No.
If you knew he was talking about a girl without me knowing, you've been DMing her?
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, fuck, bro. I mean, I don't know what you're saying. Oh, Lord. I'm playing Peace Chaser. I'm just a person that just takes nothing serious.
Matt, what are you doing, Matt?
It's inboxing.
Tyler,
hey, Burnett.
6.
In December, you messaged and said, I'm also offended you don't remember where I'm from, as if we didn't have this combo like that we're 5 minutes from each other.
All right, well, I'm going to let her go live with you.
I didn't say it was recent. Oh, my gosh.
I was just looking. I didn't recall that.
Mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm going to go home and go to sleep with him. I'm not mad. I just want to get back in the pool.
The thing is, we don't know where their full conversation was, and to be honest, that's not our business because that's their private conversation. You get what I'm saying? But when I looked at this situation and assessed the scene, I was like, hold on. You had your current boyfriend speaking to a guy who you had a private conversation with, and he's over here trying to tell your current boyfriend that that baby is not his. Now, it don't take a genius to decode what's trying to be said here. And Allie's reaction to her 19-year-old boyfriend being upset at the fact fact that he was speaking to a guy who had private conversations with his girlfriend in the past, it definitely confirmed that there is a power dynamic that Allie was aware of, and this could have been the manipulation I was speaking about earlier. Like, she was speaking to him in a baby voice, she was talking to him as if he was a child.
He's pouting. Matt's upset about the DM. Matthew. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong, honey? Who did it? Who did it, huh? Who did it, honey? You want to go home? So I need to pick you up later, honey.
And it wasn't just her. Why was her chat also pitching into making fun of him? And this isn't the first time that Allie allowed her chat to literally bully her boyfriend just because he's 19 years old. And I just sit here like, are they not aware that she's the weirdo in this situation? Like, she's aware that she has the upper hand. She's aware that she's taking advantage of his naiveness. And she's very well aware that what she's doing is wrong. What she's encouraging him to do is wrong. There's a lot of people bashing Allie and blaming her for the reason why she's pregnant and basically saying she deserves to raise that baby all alone. This is where I disagree. Both of them need to be an adult and take care of the child, be there for the child financially, emotionally, and take responsibility of this whole human being you choose to have. Because at the end of the day, legally speaking, he is an adult. He chose to have this kid and now he gotta step up and have the kid. He can't just up and leave and say, oh, well, I don't like you, so I'm not gonna take care of the kid. I'm gonna send you money though. That's selfish as hell. And it's stupid as hell, because why did you do that? But at the same time, it's super hard to feel bad for anyone in this situation, especially her, because she is the 26-year-old. She is the one with a fully developed frontal lobe, and she is the one who chose to pursue a 19-year-old who only just got out of high school. So it's incredibly hard to feel sorry for her coming on live saying like, yeah, he don't want to be part of this child's life.
Yeah, I'm gonna want child support. You're meaning to tell me a deadbeat dad shouldn't have to pay?
Like, what did you expect to happen? You only known him for 2 weeks? You really want us to sit there and cry with you, screaming and crying and throwing up on TikTok that you went after a 19-year-old and choose to have a kid with him? You really want us to feel bad? I can see why in this situation people are painting Allie out to not only be a predator, but also people are speculating that Allie only got pregnant in order to gain more sympathy from her audience. Oh, it sounds like a reach. I wish it was, y'all. After Allie got pregnant and her ex-boyfriend slash father of her baby, aka baby daddy — I don't like the word baby daddy, y'all. I really don't. But when Allie got pregnant, she began documenting her pregnancy. Y'all, there are clips of Allie intentionally trying to break her own water. I know that sounds crazy as hell. Trust me, I was like, where's the video? Like, where's the evidence? There's no way this is true. Like, someone is out there incriminating this girl. There is straight up a clip of her showing to the camera that she is taking a pregnancy tea to help her induce her labor.
Guys, if you want to break your own water, let me show you how. This is how you break your own water, okay? There you go. You're welcome.
I just want to come on here and correct myself about the breaking her own water accusation using raspberry leaf tea. First of all, there's not even much scientific proof to back up that that works. For some people it works. Some people take raspberry tea leaf throughout their pregnancy. There's a lot of factors that come into place when it comes to taking supplements for pregnancy, and it varies for Allie's case. That video where she said, oh, if you want to break your own water, this is how you do it, drink this tea. That video was taken after she already gave birth, and I only found this out because the person who I'm getting most of these clips from came out and clarified that that video was not before she gave birth. But the person Dog Digital came out and made a post just a few days ago saying, I wanted to address the rumor about Allie allegedly breaking her own water on purpose. There's absolutely no evidence to support this claim. Did she drink the raspberry leaf tea? Yes. Do I believe that's why her water broke? No. Do I think she's capable of questionable actions? Yes. Has Allie mentioned she thought she might have her baby early? Yes, and I'm working on finding that information. However, there's no proof that she intentionally broke her water. I don't feel comfortable spreading false information. We love people who are able to educate the public, repost information, and come out and defend information that's true and clarify when information is false. Like, this is why I trust the person posting these things, because if she's able to come out and still defend a person who she's not very fond with online, you know she's doing her thing. So I hope this provides some clarification for anyone watching this, because I know on TikTok it's already going around that, oh, she broke her own water, she drank this tea intentionally before pregnancy, and they're putting the clip of her saying drink this tea as evidence that, yeah, she intentionally broke her own water. But besides that, the comments that she kept making and like just questioning the doctor's judgment, for some reason being in a rush to give birth to your premature baby, and even from the beginning of how she planned this baby, who she planned this baby with, and her trying to birth a child into these crazy circumstances, it's very sus. There's another video of her complaining about the doctors trying to make her wait 34 weeks to give birth to her baby, but Allie wants to give birth at 33 weeks.
I don't know, maybe somebody who's educated on this can explain this to me, but like, what's the difference between delivering at 33 and 34 weeks? Like, what are the changes or the development? Because either way, the lungs are not fully developed until 37 weeks. Am I scared? I'm scared because I have nothing prepared. Like, her nursery's done, like her nursery's prepared, but as far as like money aside for like my bills, I was not prepared for that. And 35 weeks is full term, but they're still saying 34 weeks. I thought 38 weeks was full term. I don't know. I don't understand pregnancy. Every week it's more developed, even if it's just a little bit, yeah, which I get, but like, I'm gonna go crazy.
This is Izzy from the past. What? No, it isn't. It's Izzy from the future. Now that I've rewatched that clip for like the 10th time and actually listened to what she's saying, not like I didn't before, but I can't believe that she literally just said that she'd rather have this baby at 33 weeks instead of waiting 34 weeks like the doctor suggested, you know, to give your premature baby a little bit more time to develop. And her reasoning was because she doesn't have enough money to pay her bills. Even though she planned to have that baby while she was broke, she didn't have a job. Her boyfriend at the time didn't have a job, and she was completely relying on people online to send her money and even purchase clothes, necessities, and like other stuff for her baby. I don't know, y'all. I'm like, how are we making these people famous? Like, why are you guys giving these people your money? I'm actually confused. Who is out there sending money to these people and encourage them to bring kids into this situation and profit off of this stupidness? This is just me spazzing out. But back to past Izzy, who gave a little bit more facts on what's going on here. Yo, my edges are sweating out, y'all. It is hot in Florida again. Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all did not click on this video for that. The average length of a healthy pregnancy lasts to 40 weeks. So Allie asking, why is the doctor trying to make me wait to 34 weeks? It's very strange. It's very suspicious. I might get wanting to have the baby out of you. You want labor to be done and over with, but you're having a premature child. She said it herself. Lungs aren't fully developed. A lot of things are not fully developed as yet. So why are you sitting up on live complaining about the fact that the doctors are trying to give your baby more time to have its body develops? Like, am I missing something here? I didn't think it was possible to find Allie saying even more worse things than what she said in the previous videos I just showed y'all. Why was Allie complaining about the hospital keeping her baby for longer in the NICU to measure the baby for the car seat? Because I think the hospital was gonna give her car seat measurements. Why is she complaining? Because her inmate, well, ex-inmate boyfriend's family is supposed to be flying in to see her premature baby. Therefore, she's annoyed and she's rushing the nurses.
So we're ready. We're doing a car seat test today. Gotta rush them a little bit. No, I was like, I have people coming in town to visit her on Thursday, so...
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
If you have a premature baby, I would assume any logical parent's priority would be to make sure that that baby is safe, that baby is healthy, and you have everything prepared for that baby. Why does my hair look like... But hey, I'm not a parent. What do I know? That's a really good question. What do I know? Instead, she's focused on making sure everything is perfect for her ex-prison boyfriend. But she started dating this guy after she got pregnant. Knowing full well she is pregnant, she decides to date a man who was in prison. Again, he was in prison when they started dating. So I ended up falling down this deep rabbit hole about Allie and her ex-inmate boyfriend saga. And what I found was messy. It's to the point where I'm even questioning, like, wait, is that baby even... Let me not even go there. That's not my business. But Allie's boyfriend, who was in prison, is named Jojo, and her 19-year-old ex-boyfriend is named Matthew. So please keep in mind, Jojo, ex-inmate, was in prison. Matthew, 19-year-old, who's the father of her kid, who she only dated for 2 weeks. You know, we talked about him earlier. So Jojo was actually Allie's ex-boyfriend who went to prison. Were they dating before or after he went to prison? I don't know. But just know the relationship ended and she got with Matthew, the 19-year-old. So Allie got with Matthew. They wanted to have a baby together after only knowing each other for 2 weeks. But while Allie and Matthew were actively trying to have this baby, Allie decided to reconnect with her ex, who was still in prison at the time.
Am I excited or nervous for Saturday? I don't know.
What's Saturday?
I'm
excited?
I don't know. Stop.
Excited to FaceTime your ex?
Will Matthew be there while you FaceTime him? No, he can't be there.
Allie, what are you doing Saturday? I am visiting with JoJo. Yeah, it's a video call, but it's still like a visit. His release date as of right now is November 22nd.
Why did she decide to talk to her ex again while he was still in prison? I don't know.
What do you feel like you need to see JoJo for? What do you feel like that would do for you?
To make sure feelings aren't there?
Bitch, are you dumb? Pardon me? Are you dumb? I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb.
Allie, we should have did this before we tried to have a baby with Matthew.
And
Oh, Allie girl.
And I'm pretty sure when that live went on, she just found out she was pregnant for her boyfriend Matthew. And mind you, he was in the room. He was in... I don't know how Allie managed to convince her 19-year-old boyfriend that... Well, he's 19. But I don't know how she managed to convince her 19-year-old boyfriend that she needed closure from her ex who was in prison. And she also needed to see if she still had feelings or not. Like, girl, you should have done that before you got in a relationship and decided to have a kid with a 19-year-old. But don't worry, guys. It's not cheating if you're still trying to see if you have feelings for your ex while you're still in a relationship with someone, right? And when Matthew confronted Allie about this, she decided to gaslight him and said like, oh, well... You don't make me laugh. I wish I was making this up, y'all. She literally did that to him. I think my co-host Allie, as usual, wants to say something.
If I was Matthew, that would kind of bother me too, because what if it creates another spark when you talk to JoJo? Or you think,
and that's
oh,
like you're hoping that that's what happened in a way.
no, that's not what I'm
No, but
hoping.
you're going into that thinking that like this might possibly happen.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be the complete opposite. I think I'm gonna get an
if you would think that, you'd be more pissed off at him every time he calls, but you're not. You
I don't answer his calls.
But the ones you have, you openly and you actively have conversation with him. You laugh at the phone, you joke, and you giggle at the phone with him like you're not.
Because he's dumb and says stupid shit.
You're okay, but
okay, but the thing is, I'm used to like I joke around a lot. Okay, you know this. I'm very sarcastic. You don't. Anytime I try to joke around with you,
anything remotely with a relationship, I feel like you should take it serious, as in like, hey, this is my ex. I know I love the guy still because it's freshly new, but I shouldn't be sitting here joking with him and acting like it's all fun and games in front of my boyfriend that I recently just fell in love with and is trying to plan a family with. That makes me feel like you're half-ass taking me serious, like you're wanting it both ways. You can't sit on top of the fence. You're on right side or left side, you know?
Flash forward, according to Allie, Matthew left her and she has no idea why he left her.
oh, I am like really hormonal and like really emotional towards him, and like I wish he would talk to me. I wish he tried to come back, you know. Instead, he fucking replaced me. It's like fucking Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez all over again. 2 months you replaced us like it was easy. It was fucking 2 months. Like, I'm carrying your child. Hello, hi, that's me, baby mama over here. Hi, yeah, your child's inside of me. Like, let his new girlfriend know you're carrying his baby? Nah. Nah. I'm just gonna sit back. Karma can do its thing. I'm just gonna sit back. You know, when he meets the Lord one day, because he's a God-fearing man, you know, these are the God-fearing men we're dealing with here. When he meets the Lord one day, he's gonna have to explain. He's gonna have to give an explanation, and I hope it's a really good one, too. I hope it's a really good one. Because we're all gonna have to explain why we did what we did. I wish he'd come back. It's better for him to come back now than later. Because later, it'll be way too late.
So me and JoJo are back together. So I had my little meeting with JoJo this morning, right? And JoJo was like, "Can we please get back together?" And I was like, for one, like, what if I am pregnant with this dude's kid? And I was like, "Are you gonna be okay with that? Like, when you get out, I'm gonna be like 5 months pregnant. You know, you're gonna be all right with that. You know?" He claimed he would be. I didn't give him like a for sure answer. I was just like telling him how it was. You know, like go out after the meeting to get Matt, and he's at the pool or whatever, and he was like already in a mood. He wanted to like talk about the meeting and stuff, which like I hadn't even said how it went or anything. He wanted to talk about it. I was already on live. He was just like, "I'm gonna go stay with a friend," and then he called me and he was like, "It's obvious you don't want me, so I'll do the honors." And
not because she belittled him, not because she allowed her audience to bully him, not because she took advantage of the fact that he was a 19-year-old kid making a stupid decision.
He's watching it.
Okay, Wolf. Okay.
Somebody said, "Are you letting Matthew have his screen time?" Coco Melon.
funny. Literally, it's why I told you to think about business out there.
That's what's
I'm serious. I don't want my life on TikTok anymore.
Lo and behold, I was surprised that her 19-year-old boyfriend said, forget this, I don't want to be with you anymore. There's even a video of her all excited that his halfway house is moving closer to where she lives. And a halfway house is a facility for people who are about to be rehabilitated into society. This is for people who are locked up and they're about to be free, but they're not actually free yet. This is to help them adjust to real life again.
Guess what? He's coming to Houston. That's where his halfway house is. And I just Googled it and his halfway house is literally 35 minutes away from me.
Oh.
Jojo.
Who is Jojo?
No, I can't lose my win streak. My ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
He's gonna be 35 minutes away from me. When? November 25th. And I can see him 10 days after he gets there. Allie, if you don't write a book.
Let me fix my face.
We haven't been talking really. Not a lot. And then he wanted me to set up a video visit. And that's what we did. The whiplash I just got. And this is why you never hear anything else from Matt. Matt's done. Like, I don't want to be with him anymore. I don't want to be with him. I would have cut JoJo off for him. I sure as shit would have. But he chose to block me and be a coward anyways.
Grown woman, by the way. Which part of your brain you tinking with for you to say, I'ma go back to my ex who's in prison, because that is very convenient for me to do when I'm about to bring another human being in the world, and maybe it's time to stop thinking about me so much, and maybe it's time for me to make sure I provide a healthy, safe household for my baby. That's the thoughts I thought would come from someone who cares about their child and try to provide the best they can for their child. And yes, she does intend on having her fresh out of prison boyfriend move in with her to raise her child.
Is he gonna live with you and the baby? Yeah. But what if we can't move and we have to stay in this tiny apartment?
As a matter of fact, he is out of prison because he got to see her baby.
JoJo loves her to death. He's very happy about her. He kissed the top of her head and it was like just the cutest thing ever. He didn't want to hold her because he was just scared, but he didn't want to hold her, but he was here with me and very good with her.
Ex-criminal who is not the father of your kid and literally just entered society again is already becoming a father to a kid that's not even his. Thinking of it from that perspective, why would anyone want to do that? And why would you want to select that person to be the father of your kid or take up the father role of your kid? Is anyone thinking? Is anyone home? She is so serious about her man that she came to her TikTok live stream to ask people to donate or purchase clothes for her boyfriend because, you know, he just got out of prison. He has nothing to himself.
And I'm scared too, never mind. Too many haters. I was gonna ask you guys something. When JoJo gets out, which is very, very soon, he is going to come out to absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. No clothes. All of his clothes were given away. All of his shoes were given away. He has absolutely nothing. Where he's going, he can have 7 shirts, 7 pairs of pants, 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, 1 jacket or hoodie, and 1 sweat. So I'm not in the best place financially right now, and I just didn't know if his family will. So the thing is, his family's gonna be 5 hours away from him. His mom has been supporting him financially ever since he's been locked up. She also had to put his little girl in daycare, so I plan on getting him some clothes. It was just something I was gonna put out there. Nobody's required to do anything. If nobody helps, I'll figure it out. His mom and I will figure it out. What size of clothes? So shirts, he's gonna be medium or large. I definitely think large. He's convinced medium. Size shoes, 10.5. It doesn't even have to be like brand new stuff, guys. Like, or even if you want to purchase stuff, he likes like Nike and stuff like that, which I know like Ross has them. But even sending it to like my PO box or like maybe like your husband grew out of clothes or something. I just feel like Goodwill's expensive. But even just like helping with like hygiene products too. Like he's gonna need socks. He's gonna need underwear. He's gonna need soap.
So she is leaving it up to her audience to purchase clothes for her boyfriend. Did you think that Allie and her 19-year-old boyfriend were ready to have her kid? As in, did they have finances in order to have their kid? No, because Allie decided to complain about having her baby early because they didn't have enough money or enough clothes. They didn't have anything ready for their premature baby. Yet she claimed they planned their baby.
Am I scared? I'm scared because I have nothing prepared. Like, her nursery's done. Like, her nursery's prepared. But as far as, like, money aside for, like, my bills, I was not prepared for that. And
I thought when you plan a baby, you would have money ready to plan your baby. Not only was she begging on live for people to buy clothes for her inmate boyfriend, well, ex-inmate, ex-prisoner boyfriend, she also laid the responsibility of her audience to provide clothing and money for her to take care of her child, even though her and her ex-19-year-old boyfriend planned for the baby.
people are fucking with our registry.
Aww.
Yes. They're saying, no, I was gonna call. It's saying that they're purchased. But there's no way. I just made this registry last night. There's no way that...
But the items still show, though, in the registry.
Yeah, but it says that it's already been purchased. So, look. Baby registry. One of one purchased. One of one purchased. One of one purchased.
If you could just, if you want my wish list, just DM me if y'all can, because I won't remember to message y'all.
I think people think that when you plan for the baby, the only thing you're planning is the part, not the actual taking care of the baby part. Who are the people giving these beggars money? I need to meet the people who are taking their hard-earned money and giving it to people like this. What do you guys think Allie would do if she's placed in a situation where she can help one of her supporters who used to send her money to help her? You would think that she'd help them with no malicious intent, right? Why did old girl help someone who used to support her, who used to send her money? Why did she choose to help this person who was affected during Hurricane Helene, I think, only to turn around and accuse this man of scamming with no concrete evidence?
I was just talking about how I helped Beck, and I just feel like every time I help somebody, it bites me in the ass because that money wasn't used for what it was supposed to be used for. And to me, that's what scamming is. When somebody, not when people send you money, but when people send you money for one reason and it doesn't go to that reason. I'm not saying he didn't have damage from the storm, but I'm saying that money was used to get a hotel and it was not used. Like, everybody sent that money so he could get a hotel and shower and have his medicine and stuff, and that money wasn't used for that. That's my thing. That's my problem. What was it used for? I don't know. Nothing. He didn't get a hotel. He said food for his kids, but I don't know. I don't know.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
And it got so bad to the point that people started accusing this man of being a scammer. He had to come on live and defend himself and say that he regret asking her for help.
Because I don't want people to be scammed. And I'm not saying that's what you did. I'm just saying, like, there's just something.
You're saying it, but right now, because you're coming at me about it, all these little people in your live right now, all these people in your live right now is, oh, you're a liar. Oh, you got caught in a lie. Oh, you're a piece of crap. Da 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 da. That's all this is right now.
No, when literally somebody said Beck is not a bad person. I stand by you, Beck. Like, Beck
wait. Oh, now you're being aggressive towards Allie because she's spitting facts. You're a liar, buddy boy. Where's the proof? You're not a good guy. I'm reading these off of your live right now.
Just ignore them.
No, I'm not going to ignore them because the point of the matter is they're saying these things because of the way you are coming at me. That is how your live works. Whatever attitude you have towards people is what they're going to act like. If you were on this live right now saying praises about me, these people that are talking shit would be like, oh, Beck's such a great guy. But they're not, because you're coming at me putting it in their head that I lied about something, which is why I said if the point of the matter is that I got helped out. After I numerous times in that live said, I do not want help. This is why I don't accept help from people. This is the reason right here, because one person says something and everybody follows suit. That is the problem. That is why I did not want anybody sending me a fucking thing that day, because I knew this shit was going to happen. And this person right here, what the fuck you looking at or whatever their name is, you keep saying you're mad because you're being exposed. If I was mad and I had got caught and I had been exposed and I thought that what I'm saying wasn't true, I wouldn't be in here right now. I would have simply blocked Allie and went on about my business. Why would I be in here right now taking a bashing from everybody when I could have just blocked you and went on about my day if I got caught in a lie? Truly, like, why would I even be up here trying to defend myself?
I just have a question, Allie. Why are you so concerned about what this
the money that's been sent to him when you literally pay none of your bills. People pay them for you. Like,
The same reason that you're concerned about my every move and talk about my every move.
I don't ever talk about you. Ever.
You do, actually, and so does your little clan and your little posse. So yeah.
Why? Like, girl, you have a baby on the way. Like, why are you not trying to better yourself?
I am, and you don't know what I'm doing in my personal.
No, we do. We see you. You can never pay your rent. You can never nothing. But you're sitting here questioning this man. Like, what? It's wild.
Because literally, if I'm using my platform to help somebody, yeah.
And what is her defense? I don't know what he's using the money on. Then why did you help him? Why did you help him? You were angry that he got food for his kids with the money that you gave him? Hello, it's 3 a.m. Another crazy instance I forgot to mention was that Allie borrowed $14,000 from her neighbor. So Allie borrowed $14,000 from her neighbor in order to pay off her car, I believe, or co-sign her car. Look, I never buy no car from a dealership. My 2013 baby that I have sitting up in the garage right now was bought as a cash car. Like, I paid her in full. But just know he lent her $14,000. $14,000. Allie was on live one day and her neighbor somehow got into her apartment. I believe she let him in, and he basically confronted her on live asking, hey, we need to talk about this money situation.
And then I ended up paying 2 months.
Alright, are we done here? Before we meet?
Yeah, we're talking.
Yes, right now is not the time. I just found out 2 days ago that I'm pregnant. So, shit.
Sitting here waiting for you guys want to talk.
What do you want to talk about?
You're trying to talk to me, and then you like look up from your phone and just say what?
We've been talking. We're talking.
You never want to talk.
I don't feel good.
I don't either.
Okay, cool. You're not carrying a child.
You're the parent child.
JoJo's gone. Gonna go home, or you're gonna stay here? You're not gonna go home?
I'm just trying to talk.
Oh my god. Leave my apartment or I'm calling the fucking cops. Leave my fucking apartment. I'm so dead ass serious. Then call me ridiculous.
What's your deal?
Leave my apartment. Leave my apartment right now. You leave my
Allie.
apartment before I'm calling the cops. Then okay. You leave my fucking apartment. Leave.
I'm having a conversation. Why can't we not
and
talk?
I don't want to have a conversation. So
Why not?
leave. Because it's not the time. I don't feel
It's
good.
never been the time.
I'm not gonna get the fuck out of my apartment before I lose my fucking shit on you, bro.
I'm gonna lose my shit on you.
Okay, then lose your shit. Go.
What's your deal?
I told you.
You're my problem.
Okay, great. Go.
Then when your boyfriend gets out of jail, sign off the car, and we don't have to do this
Oh
anymore.
my god.
We don't have to do this
The
anymore.
car is paid by me, so why are you freaking out? Oh my god, shut the fuck up, dude. Leave.
What about the other $14,000?
Okay, leave.
What about the other money that you owe me?
Do I need to call the cops, or are you gonna leave on your own?
I want you to talk to me like a normal person.
I'm not talking right now, Austin.
Then when? Because you never talk to me about
right
it. Never.
now.
You never talk to me about it. You owe me money, and you said you pay me back every month.
You gave me 5 years to pay you back. It hasn't even been a year.
It has been a year.
No, it hasn't. No.
June is
End
a year.
of June. End of
June is a
June.
year.
Hasn't even been a year.
June is still a year. June's a year.
Austin,
You said you paid back. You said you did you not tell me you paid back every month? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, where is
Okay,
it?
you gave me 5 years, bro.
Where's the payments every
Do I
month?
need to seriously call the cops right now? Seriously?
You
You're
said
really
you-
gonna do this. You're
you-
not gonna make this easy.
Allie.
Get the fuck out of my
Allie.
apartment. Get the fuck
You
out
said
of my
you pay
apartment.
back every month.
Get the fuck out of my apartment.
What's the deal with that?
I have lost one child. I am not risking losing You're stressing me the fuck out. Leave my fucking apartment.
I'm having a
No, you're not. You're yelling at me. Leave the. Get
I'm
the
yelling
fuck.
because you won't even.
You to
I'm
leave.
asking you to have a conversation with me.
I'm
If not
asking you
today,
to
then
leave
when?
my
Okay.
home.
Then if not today, then when?
I don't.
Give me a point. Give me a place and time.
No, bro.
Allie. I want this all to be done between us, but you don't want to do. You don't want to work with me.
Get the fuck out of my apartment.
Why can't you just have a conversation with me?
Get the fuck out of my apartment.
What
Get
is
the fuck out of my
Allie.
apartment. You're not on the lease here. Get the fuck out of my apartment. Thank you. Goodbye. Leave, bro. Leave. Be so for real now.
I did you a favor today because you asked me. And then all I'm asking is to have a conversation. You won't even do that.
Okay, because I don't feel good right now.
I don't feel good either. I stress out about it every day.
Get the fuck out of my fucking apartment,
I don't feel good
Go.
about it every day.
Go.
Allie,
get the fuck out of my apartment. No.
Allie, stop.
No, get the fuck out of my apartment. So, guys. No, I didn't. I told you that. Either you, okay, these are your three options. Either you need to be understanding and give me time. You either need to just fucking forget about it, or you either need to pay the car yourself.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You didn't want to talk about it right now, so I left you alone. I didn't harp on it. I just hung up.
I told you not to worry about it, and I got it taken care of, didn't I?
You said you did, but it's now a month past due, so that's why.
Yeah. What do you do? You want me? Okay. You know what? You want me to shut out the money? You want me to shut? You want to freaking hold a bowl under my butthole while I fucking shit?
But this is what I'm saying. You act so defensive. I'm just trying to figure this situation out.
Okay. Pay the car payment then, Austin. If you're so stressed off about it, pay the damn car payment.
No, I will just. Like I said, you signed a contract. If I have to use it, I will.
If you're so worried about it, no, legitimately. If you're so worried about it, so stressed about it, pay it.
Allie, I will do. If I'm really stressed about it, I won't just pay. There would be a lot worse things that I could do. That's all I'm saying.
Like what?
I'm trying to go that route, but we can go that route.
Well, you know what? I can be a bitch too if you're wanting to be a bitch. Hold on. Try and take that car from me, Austin. I'm gonna call the finance. I'm gonna call the finance company. Listen. I'm gonna call the finance company, I'm gonna have them repo it, I'm gonna tell them to come pick it up, and you're gonna have a repo on your credit.
When I tell you all, I was getting so upset while watching this clip because it is so obvious that she took his kindness for weakness and she utterly played and scammed this man. It was hard watching this as someone who knows somebody like this who would take your money, steal from you, always victimize themselves, and in the end, they will always somehow try to flip it around on you and make you feel like a complete total dummy for even being nice to them. I felt so bad for the guy while watching this video because Allie immediately used that baby, that unborn baby, as an excuse as to why he needs to get out of her apartment and even threaten to call the cops even though she's the one who stole from him. And you know what's even worse, y'all? In another live, why did Allie make fun of the fact that her neighbor might be battling some mental illness, he might be in mental darkness, and she decided to go on live and make fun of the fact that he told her that he was gonna hurt himself, and she called the cops and she proceeded to just make fun of him.
That's what I said to my neighbor the other day when he was like asking me about paying my car payment or whatever. I was like, what do you want me to fucking do to get money? Put my pussy on a fucking platter? What did he say? He said, yeah, that means the car payment gets paid. Dude, he told me tonight that he wanted to harm himself, and so I called the cops.
Austin?
Yeah, Austin.
How old is he?
26.
Is he weird looking?
Yeah, I think he is. Other people think he's cute. I don't know. I don't think so.
This lady is not a good lady. This lady's not a good lady. All the little space I had in my heart to like say, you know, maybe she's just not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. But then her morals, her character, her personality is no, it's just unacceptable. You're not a good person. I can't sympathize with somebody like this anymore.
My judgment has been made.
There are a few things that I'm finding online that I don't like as much as I don't like Allie as a person, and from the clips that I'm seeing online. I think people are very wrong for using certain situations of her past and trying to paint this out to make her seem like a terrible person. Allie is very open to the fact that she is a recovering addict, and she's very open about that. She wrote a song about it, and there are some people going out their way to take clips and still try to accuse her of using medication, and people are out here saying that she used these medication to give birth early to her child and that she was using these medications while she was pregnant, and people are saying that she's actively still taking these medications and she's an addict, and basically throwing it around as an insult. I will admit that there are clips of her admitting that, yeah, she accidentally took way too much anxiety medications, but I just feel like it's not appropriate for people to take that out and use it against her. Like, it's not appropriate. Even if she's still hooked on that, why are you making that a topic of drama? What if she's recovering? What if she's struggling? Like, I don't think people talking about it and making fun of her for it, it's not not gonna help her because that is a sensitive topic, and I think people do have rights to defending themselves if someone is accusing you of being an addict. I just want to include that segment because in a lot of these videos, you're gonna find that people are still saying, hey, yeah, you're still a drug addict, even though the person is saying, no, I'm not a drug addict. Even if she lying, that's between her. That's between her, God, and CPS, okay? But as far as I know, her unplugging that NICU monitor is enough for people to say like, yeah, you're not fit to be a parent. But for us, the audience, to say that she's unfit to be a parent because she's still taking drugs, we don't have enough evidence of that, and it's not appropriate for us to make those accusations on someone who says that they're trying to recover or they are recovering from a past addiction. The final thing I want to talk about is that Allie does have a history of stealing. She was arrested, I think, 3 times for theft. She stole from Target. There were 2 other incidents where she was arrested for stealing. I'm mentioning all of this to say that it is very obvious that Allie has a lot of work to do on herself. Now, why did Allie choose to lay down with a 19-year-old kid and choose to have a baby with that 19-year-old kid who just graduated from high school, and then have a premature baby and leave it up to the audience to give her money to fund her lifestyle for this premature baby, and then choose to date someone who is fresh out of prison to take up the father role of her baby girl? I don't know. Those are questions only Allie can answer.
My body, my life, my vagina, my ovaries. Anything else I can help you with?
What I can say, y'all, is that I am tired. I am so tired of y'all making people like this famous. Now, y'all would say that my video is contributing to her fame, which in a way I can see why people would think that. Actually, let me not even say that. That's partially true. Okay, that's true. But the point of my video is to bring awareness to this so y'all can shut down pages like this. Because I am so confused as to why people send their hard-earned money to people who just make bad decisions. I can understand that it's addictive to see a train wreck happen in front of you and people want to see more of their content, but we have to think twice about this. Don't send your money to people like this. Whenever people like this start to get popular, only one thing left to do: report them, mass report them, mass report them, mass report them. Allie's account has been taken down. I think she deactivated it. I am not sure, but I know her original account at the time of recording this is not up and running. But what I hope you guys will take out of this video is that we need to stop allowing people like this to get rich off of mistreating their children.
It's crazy because everybody like hates on Ash Trevino, but she makes like over $1,000 a day. So like, dang, what the heck? And like everybody hates on her. Like, why can't that be me?
Ash Trevino is making thousands a day from acting the way she's acting, from mistreating her daughters, from allowing dangerous men to be around her daughters. She's making thousands a day off of grooming minors and young people. Why don't we just ban them? Why don't we just stop sending them money? Like, why do you all allow people like this to get rich? Moral of the story is, make these people go broke and alert the authorities. That's all I'm saying. So with conversation of Ash Trevino and Allie Ray being on the rise, in their interesting choice with dating people in prison, I decided to ask you guys, should people with kids date prisoners / ex-prisoners? And I asked this question on my Instagram. If you want to participate in these polls and in these discussions, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. And the options were, it depends on the crime. Yes, anyone can be rehabilitated. No, kids shouldn't be around criminals. I have mixed feelings. 52% of people said it depends on the crime. 2% said yes, anyone can be rehabilitated. 19% said no, kids shouldn't be around criminals. And 27% said I have mixed feelings. And one of you guys even said, I think things such as frauds shouldn't be too much of an issue. This also depends on the age of the kids, because if the kids can't recognize wrong, then they shouldn't be around someone who is likely to do wrong. I also believe that violent crimes could possibly be grown from, and that person should be able to be with someone who has kids, excluding crimes on the scale of murder or rape. I do believe that for this to be the case, the person should be actively working on bettering themselves and moved on as a completely better / new person. Again, I think the age of the kids is a very important factor, because the kids should also be able to see the wrong in the individual, and if not, it is left to the parent to inform the kid of how the individual was in the wrong. Thank you guys so much for participating in these polls and even giving your thoughts. I do agree with a lot of what was said here, because I think there's a lot of factors that come into play when dating someone who's in prison, especially when you have kids. But one thing I will say is that there is a huge risk when it comes to dating someone with a criminal record. There is no way of telling if someone has actually grown from what they've done. And there's many different ways to end up in prison. You can end up in prison from a simple mistake you did at 15 years old. You can end up in prison from not recording your taxes properly and thinking you're above the law. You can end up in prison for anything on any scale. And it is possible for a lot of people to better themselves. Like, there are a lot of circumstances that people were raised in that cause them to do some very violent things. Is that an excuse? No, because at a certain point, we can all agree that certain things are just flat out wrong, and some people deserve to be locked up in a box away from the rest of us forever. Another person said, definitely mixed feelings. Like, ex-prisoner dependent on the crime is fine, because many can definitely be reformed, but if it's something like assault/sexual, then no, especially depending on the age of kids. But either way, kids' safety should come first, no matter who you date, and you should make sure you really know and trust this person before bringing them into your home, not just for prisoners. I 10 out of 10 agree with this take as well. There is always a risk when it comes to bringing people in general around your kids. Like, there are people who deserve to be in prison that is walking among us. They never get caught, or someone never reports them, and they end up married, having kids, or being with someone who has kids, and they're just never caught. Again, thank you guys so much for even taking the time out your day to participate in these polls and sending me your thoughts. I highly appreciate it, and I would like to know your thoughts in the comments to this question. Answer it, agree, disagree, don't care. Your opinion, your life, your free speech, freedom of speech. Hopefully we get to keep that for the next 4 years. As we come to an end with this video, I definitely agree that there's a problem with us giving such terrible people a platform and allowing them to profit off of this, and allowing them to throw it in our face that they are profiting off of mistreating their children and just making reckless decisions around their kids. And I do think that needs to change. And the change can only start with us. I know it's corny, but we are literally the only people who can put the end to this nonsense. So don't be afraid to hit that report button. Allie Ray account might be gone, but trust me, she probably will be back in the next 2 days. Probably by the time this video is up. Mark my words, her account will be back and she'll be up live streaming again. Okay? Because she need the money. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a better day. So let's do. If you made it this far into this video and you're not subscribed, there's no reason for you not to be subscribed at this point. But thank you so much for the support you guys have been showing in my videos. Thank you for subscribing, liking, comment. And once again, don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the comment section. The whole point of this video is to have a discussion going, for us to speak, share your stories, what you think is right, what you think is wrong. Whether or not you agree or disagree, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. And until further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. You don't have to, but you are doing it. Yeah, oh, my Allie pie wasn't in the background. Allie baby, it's okay. I see he's my op. But before we get into today's video, Allie. Y'all, Allie's name is Allie. So we will be talking about a TikToker who goes by the name Allie Ray, or not Allie Ray on social media, and she is This cat always do this. Literally every single time I set up this ring light in this camera, this cat choose to have the most energy and go about having the zoomies. Like, goddamn, like, I swear. Y'all, it's been like 30 minutes and they still fighting. I think my neighbors are a toxic couple. The other day, I was throwing out my trash and I walked past their door and somebody said, "Get out." I said, "Mes amis." Like, damn, y'all need to break up. They're always fighting. And I didn't even know I had a couple next door to me. At first, I thought it was like a girl who lived there, because I thought she was on the phone yelling at her friend or telling a story. Then I saw a guy leaving her apartment. I was like, oh, it's a guy who lives next door. Then I come to find out it's a girl and a guy who live next door, because the last fight I heard, it was a guy and a girl. And from what I heard, it sounded like they live together. Y'all, I need to mind my business. I need to mind my business. I'm just happy they don't be fighting in the middle of the night where it wakes me up. But besides that, y'all do y'all business. But sounds like y'all ain't meant for to get each other. Okay. Okay. 5 minutes and I was talking about these people. Let me see if he's gonna get on the bed and put his little scene. Like, he be stealing the— don't shake the ring light. Why are you doing this? Go in the background and be cute for mommy, like you always do. Get with the program, Allie. I'm paying you for this. Do you want treats, baby? If he actually goes in the back there, I will know there's a human inside there. I will know there's a human inside there, because I kid y'all not, anytime I set up this camera and this ring light, he goes in the back there. First he has the zoomies, break everything, and then he go in the back there and he acts cute and then steals the show, because you're such a cutie, baby. Okay, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that Allie pie. So hey, I know your heart's not beating right and you just came out of open heart surgery, but if you need help, just go ahead and unplug your blood pressure cuff and take off your pulse oximeter, which tells you how fast or slow your heart is beating. Okay, but wouldn't that make you guys think that I'm dying? It doesn't matter. If you need some orange juice, we'll get it for you. Just unplug everything.